Hello, welcome to Live with Cindy, except I'm not Cindy. My name is Jack Berkman, and I am delighted to be here on behalf of Cindy, who is in her hometown in New Jersey, and she's visiting her family. She's got some personal family challenges going on, and so we wish her the best and send her regards from all of us here at Live with Cindy. And know that we love her. I go way back with this incredible woman. We've spent a lot of time together over the years. She has been instrumental in opening a number of restaurants and retail stores and all kinds of specialty shops for me, shopping centers, all kinds of things with all the great flair that she brings. And it is a delight for me to sit here and not only introduce my guest in a second or two, but to fill in and kind of babysit, which is one of the most important things in her life, and that's her show and how she's so dedicated. I want to thank our great sponsor, Coffee Ambassador. Thank you. I've only had 32 cups in the last hour, and it's absolutely the best coffee. Have used them for a long time and started with them way back when they first began many years ago. An extraordinary organization. So, Cindy, we wish you well. You're going to come back safe and sound, and you'll be with us, and nobody will even know that you're gone. So I know you noticed, Cindy, that I wore this outfit for you today so that I could dress down a little bit because you always dress so glamorous. It's hard to keep up with you. You know that. But today is exciting for me because I get to introduce a gentleman who I have had the pleasure to become friends with. And I am so extraordinarily impressed with his position and the responsibility that he has assumed on behalf of our city. But more than that, the focus that he has taken. And he is I don't want to call him the czar, but let's call him the executive director of the Balboa Park Cultural Arts. Now, what is this?
Cultural partnership.
Cultural part. I always say I keep forgetting the partnership part because it is a partnership. The Cultural Partnership is an extraordinary organization in Balboa Park that really embraces so much of the arts and culture that embody our wonderful community. And, you have just announced something pretty important. You've entered into an association with about 60 organizations throughout the county and the city that are going to offer tickets for free. Did you hear that? Free. Free tickets to visit a virtual plethora of arts and culture organizations, which is an amazing program that you've put together. But before we get into that, I want you to give us just a little snippet of how you came to San Diego. And because when you start to talk, people know that it's not a New York accent. But you've come to San Diego, how long you've been here, and why arts and culture is something that you've established an incredible presence with.
Jack, thank you, and it's fantastic to be here today. I originally came over to the US in 1998. And was working at a science museum, very similar to the Fleet Science Center in Balboa Park, and came over there to run that operations of that up in Santa Ana. Eventually went over to Baltimore, and then came back because my wife had a fantastic opportunity at the California Science Center, and then ultimately landed down in San Diego about 8 years ago now. To operate the Balboa Park Cultural Partnership, which is really this amazing and really unique collaboration between 26 arts and culture organizations in Balboa Park, everyone from the zoo to the many museums and to the gardens and conservancy. And so they're all together collaborating and working out ways that we can work the best. We run passes. There's a pass program for the park that's run through us. We have the Balboa Park Sustainability Program, marketing efforts, all of these great things just to make Balboa Park better and better every day.
Peter, it seems to me, and I may be a little prejudiced because now you're a full-fledged San Diegan, but it seems to me that we have a larger wealth of arts and culture opportunities in our city than perhaps even some of the bigger cities. Of course, we're the 8th largest city, I guess, in the country. But if you think of arts and culture, you think, of course, probably of New York. But we're blessed. I mean, we have an incredible array of not only talented people in this community. Look at all the shows that the La Jolla Playhouse sends to Broadway. That's a great example. And the Globe, of course. But when you get out into the other areas of our city and county, there's some amazing creativity going on with San Diegans.
So that's the key, and everyone thinks of maybe Balboa Park as the centre, and sure, it's a great hub for arts and culture in our city. But if you move out to every single corner of this city, there is arts and culture going on every single day. So we like to say that arts and culture is everywhere and every day. And those arts and culture activities can be people in studios. They can be major theatres, as we have in La Jolla. They can be smaller theatres, some of the black box theatres. They can be studio writers groups. They could be workshops. It's in this city, and the variety and the diversity of arts and culture is exceptional in the city. Often people don't kind of visit the things in their own town, and I think we have a lot of variety in San Diego as a city that people really should be experiencing and visiting.
You know, you touched on something so important, I think, and you know, it's kind of fun to be a tourist in your own city. And if you really take a look at what San Diego has to offer, and you live right here, much of it, if you agree, is affordable, isn't it, to attend? Some of it's also free. Very
much affordable, and I think there are different programs and different strategies, because access is really what arts and culture is or should be about, making sure people can provide access. We know, arts and culture people know, and people who've been influenced by arts and culture know just how important it is for our everyday lives, and just how critically it shapes children as they grow. So if we don't make arts and culture accessible, then we're doing something wrong. There are all of those programs and more, north, south, east and west, all the way through San Diego, even the county, even outside the county. People just have to look.
Well, let's talk about, because obviously you keyed up the word accessibility, and you've created something, I've done my homework, you created something called Access to Awesome. Now, Access to Awesome is a program that was created by you and your great team. And tell us what it is and what it means to the residents of San Diego.
So I mentioned before that we have the cultural partnership, which is that collaboration just in Balboa Park. A few years ago, we decided we wanted to broaden that and to look at the whole city. So we have now over 100 different participating arts and culture organisations in a collaboration called Arts and Culture San Diego. That group decided, not me, that group decided last year that they wanted to do a real opportunity for people, because they argued, Jack, that really you could do something arts and culture every day. So we looked at what that meant, and what we decided to do between now and April is to give away hundreds of free tickets in drawings every single week, hundreds of them.
Gosh.
And that will be for a pair of tickets. But then the real kicker is the grand prize drawing. One person will receive a year of arts and culture for themselves and a friend. If they want to go to every show at the Old Globe, Moxie Theatre, La Jolla Playhouse, Signet Theatre, if they want to do a workshop for painting, workshops at outside the lens photography, we have 2 tickets for them. Every single museum they can think of, we have 2 tickets. So one person and their friend will get a year of arts and culture for the grand prize.
So they can quit their job and just go everywhere every day.
We would love them to quit their job, but we also want to encourage people to do both. So I think that would be good too.
So tell us, how does this become reality? How do I, or anybody out there, how do they register? How do they sign up? How do they get those tickets?
Well, that's really easy. You can either do it through text or just visit the website. So the website is Arts and Culture SD.
Tell everybody out there the website.
The website's artsandculturesd.org, and there's a big win button. You can't miss it. But then the other option, if you choose, is you can simply text the word SD Arts, SDARTS, to 555-888. The wonderful thing is you enter once and you'll be in for every single one of the weekly prizes, plus you're automatically guaranteed to be in the drawing for the grand prize as well.
The question is, how long does this run for? It isn't over tomorrow.
It is not.
It runs through
The end of March, with the grand prize drawing right at the start of April. So there's a lot of time for people still to get in. I think we have 8 drawings left for the weekly drawings, plus then the grand prize drawing right at the end.
And may I mention, well, of course I will, I may mention that I've done my research and I found out that you were very fortunate and created a partner with the San Diego Union-Tribune. And I've seen the amazing ads that they're running. So they've been a good associate partner for you in really embracing, as they do within the paper and their dedication to community, the arts and culture of this community. And so they've responded big time.
So Jack, the reason they're so valuable to us, and they're probably our most important partner that we could have hoped for with this program, is that there are so many people who love arts and culture. We need to make sure we reach them in every possible way. And what the Union Tribune has been running is a really comprehensive engagement piece about this program. So really pleased that they've been a partner with us on this.
One of the things that I have uncovered in my research is I found out a little known fact that people, when they're relocating to different communities around the country, whether it's jobs or a desire to change environments, they really look at a community that has arts and culture within it, because that enriches their lives and the lives of their families. Can you speak to that?
Well, it's extremely important. You see that all through San Diego. You see businesses deciding whether they will move into a town based on the level of arts and culture. So a clever city, a smart city like San Diego, and many other cities too, realize that investing in arts and culture really is extremely important. And so as we move forward, it's not just the responsibility of the arts and culture community to grow and become more diverse. It's also a responsibility for our community as a whole to support that arts and culture movement.
I feel that there is a sense of thriving that's going on in our community with arts and culture. I would imagine when the economics of a community are uplifted and things are better, people are working, people have more disposable income, that arts and culture get a better attendance. Is that true or not, Peter?
I think it depends on the definition you use for arts and culture. Our argument is everywhere, every day. So this is something that people are doing regardless. Their communities have a particular type of culture that should be celebrated. Arts and culture is much less about dollars and paying to attend something as it is about experiences. And always, always you'll be able to experience arts and culture in your everyday life. Just look at building design, look at photography, look at online now. So much content is there. Arts and culture is very much about your everyday life and the importance of it in your world.
Well, I am so excited, and I want you to once again let everybody know that loves and adores and follows Cindy, which are millions, of course. Tell them how they can enter simply. Now, they can go to the Union Tribune and see one of the ads, and there's some easy directions there. But give them the course to take to win, so they can go every day, quit their job, and enjoy arts and culture.
To win, we can't guarantee, but we hope you do win.
Yes.
Visit the website artsandculturesd.org. And there's a big win button there. You can also see all the prizes and see the grand prizes there. Or text the word SD Arts to 555-888.
Now, do we still have a few more minutes or a minute left? How much time? Give me a finger. We have what? Can't see, but how much time do we have? We have 1 minute left. All right, 1 minute left, and I'm going to put you on the spot, and I know you won't enjoy this. But I am so proud because you have a budding thespian in your family. Your daughter is pursuing and gets incredible gratification from the arts. Now, what is she pursuing? Give us 30 seconds on your growing Metropolitan Opera star.
Not an opera star, but she loves theatre. Samantha Comiskey adores theatre, and she will be on stage anytime she can. She's always practicing. She just loves theatre, and that's been a light bulb for her, just how exciting and fun being around her friends is and everybody acting and enjoying together.
How uplifting And what a better choice than others young people could make.
It's an absolute joy to see, and that's what we want to see in every single person, every adult, every kid. Everyone should be seeing that. All around the world should be seeing that engagement.
I think it's every day, everywhere.
It could be.
Peter Comiskey, Executive Director, Balboa Park Cultural Partnership.
Very good, Jack.
An extraordinary gentleman and a leader of an organization that is truly daily, really, contributing to the uplifting of how we grow in an arts and culture environment in our great city of San Diego. Cindy, we all love you. Thank you for this glorious opportunity, and we wish you Godspeed and come back safe. Thank you. Thank you, Peter.
Thank you, Jack.